It is a beautiful Sunday morning. The sun is just starting to come up. We did get pretty cold last night. If you look at my tray of water here, there's ice on top. Despite the cold night, all the trees look fine. All the leaves look good on them. I moved my larch forest outside for the first time this year. It's been growing in the greenhouse all winter and all spring. My 60th birthday Scots pine is still looking good. It's been 2 weeks now since I repotted it. The needles are still green. Everything's looking good so far.
Hi everyone, Nigel Saunders here. Today I'm going to be working on my Crape Myrtle. This tree was repotted from a nursery pot to bonsai soil in a plastic bonsai training pot for the first time this spring. And when I initially started the work, I said I was going to go fairly light on the root pruning. I didn't do that. I went fairly heavy. I'll show you a look at what the root system looked like before and after the root pruning. Today I'm going to be repotting my Crape Myrtle. I got this at the Kitchener-Waterloo Bonsai Society's silent auction.
So I'm going to start combing out. This is quite a deep pot, so there's a lot of soil I need to get out from down lower. Okay. Well, the root system is looking very fine so far. I haven't encountered any heavy roots yet. Wow, this is a really nice fine root system. It's amazing. So off I go, and I should come back with a good clean washed root system. Here is a look at the root system. So I don't think you could ask for a better looking root system from a nursery tree. That's just amazing. I am back and I got a fair amount of the soil washed out now. So I'm still not flat enough on the bottom. There's a lot of stubs sticking through. So I'm going to come in with my rounded pruners and start taking some of these roots back further. Because someday this tree will go in a shallow pot. So I'll give it one more wash and then we'll come back and plant the tree. I was looking for a pot for the tree and I've got this plastic one. Got a bit of a crack in the bottom, but it's still strong. I think it'll work. It's a good size for the tree. And it should allow the root system to kind of grow well this summer and recover. So I'll get the pot cleaned up and we'll come back and get the tree planted. Yeah, so hopefully the tree will do well. The greenhouse right now it's warmer than the basement. So it's probably going to like it up here with the light. I'm not sure how it'll react to that root pruning, but everyone tells me you can root prune them quite heavily and top prune them quite heavily and they do well. So I guess we'll find out. As you can see, the tree recovered really nicely and is putting on some really strong growth now. So today I'm going to be doing some branch selection and pruning the tree up. This is the front I chose for the tree. And you can see there's too many branches on it. And I was thinking of removing this branch here. So the trunk would come up. I've got a branch off to the left-hand side. The trunk comes up and then it would divide into two. Right now it divides into three. And this section will get thick and kind of not so good looking in the future. I hard pruned this branch off. It went off in a funny direction and I've got some good shoots coming on it. So I think that'll make a good branch in the future. My main kind of upright leader here is branching out nicely. I left this stub on. I wasn't sure if it was alive, but it died off. And the one on the left-hand side comes up and it divides into two. A lot of these branches are too straight, so if I can shorten them, I will. This one, I can't shorten it yet. I've got a good shoot here that I can maybe eventually shorten it to, and maybe it'll back bud further on the branches further back so I can shorten them. So I think if I, remove this branch, shorten this one, let this one grow, I think it'll make a much more compact tree and get rid of some of those straight sections and this third branch. I'm going to start the work by removing this branch I don't want here. And it's a big one. So I'm going to rough cut it off first and then refine it down to the base of this branch and this branch, kind of cleaning up that junction. So here I go. I have got the ironwood pruners, and I will come in from the back here, and I'll try and do a fairly flush cut if I can. Let me get my close-up glasses on. I want to see this nice and clearly. The sun is just starting to hit the greenhouse here. Okay, I think I can. That's probably as best as I can get in here at this kind of point. So here I go, removing that big branch on the top. Big cut coming up. Click, click, and click. So that whole branch comes off, a big one. I can try rooting that branch as a cutting. So now I've got to clean up that cut and make it flush. Okay, here I go. So I will cut away the stump that's left and make a slightly concave cut on the branch. I think that's pretty good. Just clearing away some of this shaggy bark here. Yeah, I think that'll do. I think that'll heal over quite nicely. So I will seal that cut with rubber cement to make sure it doesn't leak sap out of there. Okay, I had to open a fresh tube. The other one was dried up. Break the seal and extract some rubber cement. Here it comes. Okay, so that cut is sealed up nicely. Now let's go back to the front and see how the tree's looking. Here's a look at the tree now from the front. So that looks much better. Much, much better. Now, on this branch, you can see I have some good shoots fanning outwards. And then I've got this upright section. So I'm going to remove that upright section. Keep my ones fanning outwards. So that's the next big cut coming up. So here I go. Another big cut. That is gone. And I'll also work on that cut, cleaning it up. Okay, let's get this cleaned up here. That's pretty good, right like that. One cut. And I'll seal that up with rubber cement too. Okay, that is sealed up. Now, I notice that these two branches didn't survive. So that might be my next step, is to remove those. So I will come in, keeping my good shoots here. I'll just rough cut them off. That one's gone. And this one didn't survive either. And then from the front I can clean those up better. I'm going to leave it at that until these shoots strengthen up, I won't work this area back very much. So next, I've got this kind of straight branch here, and I'm seeing if I can reduce it back. I've got a few good shoots fanning outwards here. I've got some upright growth, which isn't so good. I think all I can do is take this kind of dead stub off the end. So I'll do that. I'll seal that up too. Like that. Yeah, I'll let that develop a little more. I can prune away that upright shoot and some of these branches that have died back. Just little fine ones. So I want to keep the ones fanning outwards. This one can come right off. This one I'm going to keep, and I'm going to prune it back. Just a little bit. Okay. So now I want to deal, well, I've got a stub here I could clean up, and then I can deal with the apex. So let's get that stub off of there. Okay. That's probably good. I'll also seal that up. Okay. Now, let's look up top on the tree. Let's step back and have a look at it. There's a look at the tree now. So, looking quite different. So up top, you can see it's very straight here. It would be nice to get some taper and movement. I do have a fairly thick branch out the back, and then the main kind of trunk. I've got branches back here and some back here. Once these develop, I can reduce it back further. For now, I'm going to just cut the top off. So here I go. So big cut coming up right here. The top's off. So I'm just going to leave this stub like this because I'll be reducing it back in the future. But I will seal it up also. Or should I prune it back? Nah, I better prune it back. Just in case I do decide to keep this and this as my kind of upright structure. I'll prune it back. I'll clean up that stub. Pretty good there. Okay, and I'll seal that one. That's sealed up. And then I want to do a little pruning up top. So this shoot it's kind of growing from the inside of a curve. I don't want that at all, so I'm going to take it right off. Even if I reduce this back eventually, I don't want it growing here, so it's coming off. And then the top of the tree, these two are good branches. This one again is very straight. I don't think I'd want to remove it at this point in time because it'll help heal this wound if I decide to keep this as the top of the tree. But there is a dead branch here I can take off. And a stub I can reduce back. Top of this branch is dead. Actually, the whole thing is Take it right back to here. There's a dead tip here. Dead tip there. And there's a few dead branches on the back here. Okay, I have a shoot coming out here that I totally do not need because I already have a branch division up top. So I'm taking that one off, like that. Pick out this debris here. I think that's it for the pruning. It got a severe pruning, but I think the tree is nice and strong. It's in good soil, a good sized pot, and it's got the summer ahead of it. I think it'll recover and grow very nicely this summer. So much so, I think there'll be more pruning work coming on it. I'm quite certain there will be. Okay, let's step back, have a look at the tree, and I'll rotate it around. So there's the front of the tree now. It's much more compact. It's pretty sparse, but I think it'll do well and fill out. So I'll rotate it around. So here's the front, coming around to the right-hand side, to the back, to the left-hand side, and back to the front. A big year for my Crape Myrtle, getting the root system sorted out and the basic structure on the top of the tree. So that's all for today. I'm Nigel Saunders. Thanks for joining me in the Bonsai Zone.